Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I have a really good size Walmart grocery haul for you. Now since fall is on the way, I've been really trying to build up my pantry, so today I'm going to take you on a little bit of an updated tour of our food storage room. And instead of sharing with you my meal plan for the week in my planner, I'm going to actually show you what I ended up making this week. So if you are new here and you like DIY, decor, organizing, cooking, and planning videos, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. Our food storage room is in the lower level of our home, which is our basement. And since fall is on its way, I have been getting a lot of questions on how I am doing getting it stocked up. I've gotten a lot of questions too on these cabinets that I have in this room. We found them a couple years ago at Lowe's. I know they still have them because we just bought a couple more for another section of our basement. But you just bring them home in a big box, you put them together, and they have proven to be really sturdy. I think they look really nice, and they also match other cabinets that we have in another section of our basement. So I was talking about in a video a couple months ago how when COVID happened, I was not really prepared for it. When my kids were really younger, I always had a lot of food in the house. I was prepared to feed them and a bunch of their friends, at any given time. So I had enough food to feed them easy for 6 months. But they're pretty much grown now and doing their own thing, and my pantry was pretty much empty. And I got really worried because, in the beginning of COVID, things were really hard to find, and I panicked a little bit. And I said at that time I was never going to put myself in that same situation. So what you guys see here now is what I have built up over the last couple months. It is nowhere near what I want it to be, but I really think it's a good start. I pretty much had nothing. So what I have here now is a great start for the beginning of fall into winter, and that's when I really like to have a lot of food on hand. And honestly, I think once fall hits and all the kids are back at school and on campuses, I have a feeling that we are going to be spending a lot more time at home because of COVID. So let me show you what I have gathered. On this top shelf here, I have a big bucket full of chips. It's mostly just tortilla chips and potato chips. I like to have a couple bags on hand, just for movie nights, and if we want to have like hamburgers or something for dinner on a Saturday. This next bucket here is mostly for pasta. I have a little bag of granola in there right now, but I'm a little low. I'm pretty happy with having about 10 pounds of pasta on hand at any given time. We do eat a lot of pasta during the week, so we do go through it rather quickly. Here on the second shelf, I have a bunch of canned soup. We really don't eat a lot of canned soup. Our favorite, of course, is the Campbell's tomato soup, which I have quite a bit of it there. We like to have that, with grilled cheeses and things like that. I do use a lot of the cream soup for casseroles, so I have a bunch of cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. In the back there, I also have some big cans of chicken broth. I also have a little pantry upstairs in my kitchen where I keep like the beef and vegetable broth little cans on hand in the kitchen. In the back there, I have some ginger ale. I always have a few cans on hand in case, somebody has an upset stomach, not feeling so well. Now down here on the third shelf, I have the start of my canned vegetables and canned fruit. I have a bunch of like peas, green beans, beets. Those are my favorite vegetables to have in a can. We usually eat most of our veggies fresh or frozen. I also have some canned peaches and pears and pineapple. Over here, I have the start of my tomato collection. I always have on hand crushed tomatoes, tomato puree, and regular tomato sauce. And in the back there, I also have a bunch of cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. Those are really great to add in, for like your chicken cacciatore or chili or anything like that. Over here are my beans. I have a bunch of cans of black beans and red pinto beans and refried beans for Mexican nights. And down here on the bottom in these bins, I have all of my extra baking supplies. So in here I would have like quick bread mixes, cake mixes. I have some extra powdered sugar, flour, regular sugar. chocolate chips, all those things that I need for baking. I always keep in these little bins just to keep those little critters away. And then up at the top is where I have all of my different oils, my vegetable oil, olive oil, vinegars. I also have a bunch of peanut butter and barbecue sauce, ketchup, those kinds of things there. So as you can see, I have a really good start, but I really need to build on this. And you know, we're approaching the fall, and that is usually when I get really concentrated on home anyway. So I should be in pretty good shape by then. You know, I love to see other people's pantries, so I will be sure to keep you guys posted. To help me get my fall pantry all built up, I have a really big Walmart grocery haul to share with you guys. This was an order that I had done online and picked up. I think I spent about $200 today, and I was able to get a lot of staples to have in the house, also some ingredients for some upcoming recipes. So we will start over here up in the corner with the I can't believe it's not butter. I had gotten these 4 small ones for a substitution for a larger size. I also picked up some ricotta cheese to make some ziti later in the week, some sour cream, and a couple packages of Pillsbury crescent rolls, and a container of mayo. I picked up a couple of these 1-pound packages of shredded mozzarella and provolone cheese for the baked ziti and for pizza later on in the week. I also got a couple packages of chicken tenders, 2 pounds of Italian sausage that I like to put in my spaghetti sauce. I have a package here of mixed vegetables and some broccoli, and also a package of ziti noodles. I'm stocking up on some baking supplies for the pantry, so I got just some all-purpose flour, sugar, and brown sugar. I'm also stocking up on some chicken broth and beef broth, and I picked up another one of those Better Than Bouillon chicken base. These things are really great to add to your rice dishes, you know, in the water when you're making rice. It really does give it a great flavor. Next, I have a bunch of cans of black beans for the pantry. I have some Wesson oil, some cans of different tomato products, some tomato puree, and tomato sauce. I picked up a couple boxes of the Good Seasons Italian dressing mix. It's one of our family favorites. Some sweet tomatoes. I also got some Hershey cocoa, and I picked up a couple packages of corn on the cob. I have a couple packages here of coleslaw that I like to have when we have barbecue. I have some white mushrooms, a couple heads of broccoli. I have a couple bottles here of barbecue sauce. I bought these small little cucumbers for snacking, you know, with some ranch dressing, and a couple bags of chips. I seriously could not even get through 1 week without having a supply of onions, zucchini, red and green peppers. I use them for so many things and everything throughout the week. I also have a big, large box of Ritz crackers and some Cheez-It for snacks. So that's my Walmart grocery haul for you this week. I'm going to take some time, get this all put away. Up next, I have some clips throughout the week to share with you guys of all the meals that I put together every night. Sometimes what I plan isn't always what ends up on the table. So these clips are of the actual meals that I made. For Meatless Monday, we had some covadelles with homemade tomato sauce, a side salad, and garlic bread. On Tuesday, we had my version of what I call like an open-faced burrito bowl. It has meat and black beans, peppers, onions, corn, over rice with sour cream, cheese, and all the toppings. My favorite meal of the week was Wednesday. I made honey glazed salmon with dill and lime with a side of vegetables and pasta. On Thursday, I made Mississippi pot roast in the crock pot, and this time I served it over some rice with a side of mixed vegetables. And on Friday, I made breaded chicken tenderloins with red skin mashed potatoes and corn. So thank you all so much for watching today. I would love for you to follow along and join our community over on Facebook. I'll put a link to my Facebook page down in the description box below. I'd love for you to join us over there. Getting to know so many of you has really been a lot of fun. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you all back as part of our YouTube family. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have. Be kind to each other and stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.